Allô? On est live?
Je sais pas, décrotte-toi le nez, tu vas le savoir. Oui, on était live! And so, once more, good evening.
Caro.
Who stopped the piano? Okay, no, it's just the song that stopped. Good evening. To our weekly changeling session.
Chapeau, we all know that your voice is not as naturally smooth like that. You don't have to change it.
As usual!
More like it.
As usual, little content warnings for abuse, gaslighting, kink, substance use and abuse, and violence. So, if any of those
There is a
don't
you
suit you,
today.
you have been warned.
Good evening, goodbye.
Demonetized.
Needless to say that none of this is suitable for children unless you are a very cool parent.
Or a very awesome kid.
Or a very awesome kid.
Or a very
Or
bad
various
parent.
Russell.
Remember, kids, drugs are good.
Shut up!
prescribed
Don't
by
say
your
things like
family
that.
doctor.
Not on my
They
stream.
help you get into dreams to save your friends.
When
This is my
prescribed,
game.
you cut me. I was gonna say when prescribed by your family doctor. Dude.
Which Rab doesn't have and should get. Thank you very much.
I have
Yes.
one.
Thank you for
I'm
coming.
let's
my
see.
dear.
Oh,
I have one.
How should you?
Thank you for exposing him.
Not on live. Not on air. Nyeh.
Nyeh.
Also, Rabdion, if you could text me your
Oh, shut up! Don't.
insurance number.
You also want my social insurance and
No, I don't care for that.
I don't think you
Like,
need
would
it.
like to steal your
Can we
identity.
begin?
Really?
Can we start? Can we start the game?
oh, I guess we could.
And upon Gab's insistence, without further ado, Ralph, take it away.
Chapter 10. Counterinvestigation. A police car in front of a small suburb house. 245 Cleveland Street. Casey's walking up to the front door hurriedly, though the danger was visibly gone. A man and a woman open their door, and they let you in so you can take the official deposition. You sit at their table. My name is Ethan McKellen, my wife, Emma McKellen. We hadn't seen her in well over a decade. We didn't even know she was out. Frankly, would rather never have known. And you write down, they answer your questions. But with their names and the descriptions they give you, kind of understand what's going on. Everybody except Marie, where are you? And what are you out and about?
I'm at the McKellen's house.
You're at the McKellen's house taking the deposition. Like a good police officer.
I'm home at this point, waiting for Leon to come back. She said she had a lot to do and she might be late. But I'm waiting and looking at the phone.
I'm in the apartment that we're about to rent with Stacy, and the landlord has already been kind enough to give us the keys because there was no one else in there. And I'm alone in an empty apartment, just drinking the bottle of gin that I stole from Casey's bar. Nick's.
I'm on my way from... It's the same night as the graveyard that I went to see, right?
It's a few days after that.
Okay, then I'm probably at the tattoo parlor. No, I'm home. I'm home. Yeah, I'm just at my house.
And boy and daddy are in their car. They're not moving. So that'll be one double macchiato with whipped cream, extra hazelnut, and a cold brew with coconut milk. And daddy turns around to look at Amelia on the back seat.
That ain't for me.
A decaf, please. So they get their order.
I just want to say that they don't have jurisdiction. That they don't have jurisdiction. They don't have any power over her, and that she shouldn't be in that car. But that will be the end of my reality policing.
But she doesn't know that, does she?
Yeah, most people when they see a badge, they just go, "Yes, sir,"
I
and they don't
fucking
know.
do.
I need Casey.
But you weren't there.
They're federal officers. This is a local affair.
Yeah. They are
want my
overstepping their
mom.
boundaries.
I want
for
Casey,
sure.
my mom.
They're pushing the limits, but they are. And so they drive with their 3 coffee cups in one of the parking and like that one Dunkin' Donut where close to your old house. And so what was that about, Miss McKellen? Right?
I invoke my right to remain silent.
Well, can do that. But remaining silent never really help anyone, does it?
I won't speak without my lawyer present. I know my rights.
Look, trying to help you out here. Tell us what happened. Or, don't, and then you can just take a ticket right to jail. Says boy.
I won't talk without a lawyer present. I won't.
Without what present? Sorry.
I forgot how to say
A lawyer.
Lawyer.
Lawyer. A layer. What? A layer.
I won't talk without a layer of whipped cream on my macchiato. Thank you.
Well, I just got
where
that.
You think you are Starbucks? This is Dunkin' Donut we're talking about. I just want to.
They have whipped
Set
cream and
expectations
fancy
here.
drinks. Yeah, they do. They're not necessarily good when they have them. So, is that how it's gonna be? Look, it looks like it's been a rough day.
No, give me a second.
Maggie just dying in real life.
The moment I go to speak, there's my dad that starts this conversation I told him like 5 minutes ago, okay, I'm going live, so it's okay if you're here. Just don't. And he went, okay. It was incredible. Sorry.
So
Emilia is ignoring them.
do you know anything about what happened to the Garcia boy? That was Liam Garcia.
Ah. Well, I'm gonna use the fact that she doesn't remember his last name, so she's just like,
I think all of us went, hmm?
yeah, exactly. The Garcia boy. Who the fuck is a Garcia boy?
The only two people who might know who his last name are Gab, perhaps, but I don't think they went that far, and me, who probably saw the police reports.
But it probably made some news, probably not all over the place, but you know, you might have heard about that if you wanted.
I didn't. My dice say
Oh, good
no.
enough. Good enough. All right. Well, then, guess we'll have to go to the station and look over and, well, see what's going to happen.
I want
And
a
they-
phone call.
We're going to get it. And they drive off from the. You were really just in the parking lot of the Dunkin' Donut. I hope decaf was a okay choice for you, miss. Something to warm you up in this cold evening? Evening?
In this cold, uncaring world.
So any reason you went there even though you didn't, even though you shouldn't have? We're just talking to talk.
Mr. Officer, I know my rights.
Oh, you have the right to remain silent, and I have the right to be talkative. I mean, we see our fair share of down on their luck individual in our line of work. And it's never my pleasure to bring them to jail, but I will if I have to.
You never told me the charges.
Well, what I can see is, oh, what's the name? Breaking restraining orders. Yeah, that's not looking good on paper. What's with the long face? Surprised? I mean, you should have known. Keeping it with the silent treatment, huh? I mean, anyone should have known something like that was on their head. It doesn't happen by accident. It takes a little bit of time.
I want a phone call.
All right. They will bring you to the police station. And they don't rough you up unless you try and fight or anything, but they're overall very nice.
I try to subtly check if Casey's here. Is it Casey's? Police.
Casey's not there because Casey's at your home.
Yes, but it's the place he works.
Yeah. For
There is only
simplicity's sake.
one single.
There's
police
like
precinct
the
in
one
whole of
police
Boston.
station in Boston.
For the script to work.
It was
Yay!
the same. It was the same. So can I have your phone call? Of course, you can't leave right away.
Yeah, sure.
But you can make your phone call. Who's she calling?
Is it the Ghostbusters?
Not gonna be a great help, but she can. She calls 911.
It's Father Mose.
I know a great lawyer, but he's in another campaign, so.
Is he from the Liverpool company?
The most logical and the most illogical would be Casey, because at the same time it's the one that could get me out, but it's also the one I don't want to be linked to me.
Yeah.
Father Moses got the same problem. I don't want him linked to me.
Your best.
Even if it could talk sweet. Like go, yeah, she was, but I don't want him to get into problems.
You can call someone. You're not obligated to call like a lawyer or someone relevant. You can call someone that will call other people or whatever. Like the important thing is that you can call someone.
You can call Nick because he's used about criminal stuff. You can call your king because he's your king.
Yeah, actually, I was about to call Persimmon.
Why did you call a dry cleaning store? No reason.
I wanted to know if my code was clean.
Listen, because it costs so much when you left it there. Or they give it away. I can't just let it there. Yeah, I'm gonna call my king.
All right. Persimmon here.
It's Amelia.
Amelia, what can I do for you?
I'm at the station. I need a lawyer.
That's one hell of a cold open.
From New
Sorry.
York, it's Saturday Night Live. Could you cycle your camera, Marie?
Your Camari. Your
That's a
Camari
car.
Mero. Why are you there? What happened?
Is there any?
You're on your own.
Okay, good. And there's
Like,
no camera. I mean, they're not supposed to, but
Yeah, but I mean, they shouldn't.
I went home. I went home to check.
I see. Can
Something bad
picture.
happened. Something very bad happened.
So
don't know what
should
to
you
do.
need a lawyer or an escape? Because last I checked, the person in the police station is not the person they are looking for.
Would the second option be possible?
Well, we are changelings. We have ways to escape. Like you can open portals to the edge through any door, luck or not.
I just need a reflective surface and I'm good, but like
Isn't there a one-way mirror in the room she's in? Well, two-way mirror?
Nah, it's pretty much empty with a phone. If all else fail, I guess I'll have to talk with Casey.
I don't want to get him involved. It's his whole job.
If he wants to be king, he needs to work it. Work like one. We'll keep in touch. Until then, take care. Can I do anything else?
What's the name of the one that's always at the counter?
Joey?
Joey? Is it-
Oh, Jake.
is
No,
it
Jake.
Joey?
Jack.
Jack, yeah. Is Jack at the counter?
Yes, do you need something from him?
I just need him to stay in front of the window for a while.
All right. And the door opens. All right, phone call's over.
Alright, I gotta go.
So this isn't the most comfortable place, but it shouldn't be for too long now, should it? Come with me, please. It's Daddy and Boy still.
Yeah,
They while you were on the phone, like through the little window in the room you could see them talking with police officers and probably talking about what happened. And they bring you to a cell, like these little police station cells. Nothing fancy. It's for short stays, like that.
shit, there's no mirror.
No.
Or windows. Shit, fuck.
And they open the door and let you in. And they close the door. Daddy, if you would, I heard the lock was broken. So I heard. Let me fix that. Daddy reaches in his pocket, takes a key and unlock the padlock that was around Boy's neck. Like there was a chain with a padlock.
Yeah.
Unlock that, takes the chain and the padlock, and
I back up. I back up.
they just basically put that on the bars to close the door properly.
Yeah, it's definitely iron.
Yeah.
Why do I think they're hunters and now I'm even more scared?
All right, that should. Not that we think that you were going to run away, but we couldn't leave the door open. Understand?
I'm gonna walk to a corner of the room, sit down, and ignore them even more.
Well, they're leaving you well alone soon enough. Like they close the door pretty well with a mysterious chain that somehow they think will hold you.
That may or may not be iron. Who knows?
Who knows? There's an easy way to find out. Lick it.
This
My name
message was
isn't
sponsored by
May.
Elodie. Licking things since 1991.
Marie, can you? Never mind. Chapeau.
I could.
I'll think about it. Maybe later we'll come back on that. I just want to see where things go. Chapeau, you're done taking the deposition. By now you're very well aware of who it was and what led to that. And you go back to your car. Do you want to find Amelia, or are you just going back to your work? I mean, you are still kind of on the clock, but maybe. So I heard. Fair. You do head back to the station. There's the cell is taken. Everything apart from that looks kind of normal. You don't see Boy and Daddy, except for like a chain. But the lock was broken. Oh, you can do that if you want. But first, you could go and talk to Amelia. I gave them Ethan and Emma. Marie, I don't know if you had names. I just came up
No,
with
I
those.
had none.
McKellen.
No, works well. And immediately she tries to hide it a bit, but her shoulders just let go a bit. I invoked my right to remain silent. I need a lawyer. I did. Yep. The agents that got me in this place said the lock was broken.
No. Well, not that you know. Someone could tell you otherwise, but not that you use that cell very often either.
Hey, Chapeau, I'm gonna cut you half a second because Carol says your voice is muted on the stream right now.
Whoops.
There we go. So we lost that whole conversation.
Tragic.
So
It was
for-
your plan all along.
Yeah, so for the benefit of the stream, because I was muted that whole time, I was speaking in double entendre and asking asking if she said anything, saying that if she didn't say anything, we couldn't help her, and if she had a call, and if she called someone useful. So that was for the benefit of the stream. Now, as for the benefit of Mr. Kite, there will be a show tonight. Yeah, so I go fetch one of the officers that mans the holding cells and ask them, is the lock to cell 4 working? Hasn't maintenance said anything?
Looks like there's been a little problem with it, but these two FBI agents found a temporary fix.
Couldn't we move her to a proper cell with an unbroken lock
Well,
instead of
I guess you don't have like 10 of those in the police station. Like, it's for very short stays.
Yes, but at the same time, it's holding cells. They could put many prisoners in the same cell. It's fine. They don't need to isolate them.
Well, like there's what, 3?
Sure.
The other 2 are used
Unless
men,
she's
so we don't.
unless she's convicted of anything, we can't hold her for more than 24 hours anyway. I think she can have a bunkmate. And not rely on a padlock, which is notoriously easy to pick.
However, not to be that guy, she has been taken red-handed, breaking her restriction order.
Unless she's convicted.
Well, if you want my mind on that, if she does try to pick that lock and escape, she's gonna get into more trouble, and I think she knows. He says, looking at
I
Amelia.
think we can take 30 seconds to move her into a proper cell with a working lock and not duct tape.
Well, can go ask the FBI agent for the key, and then move her with them.
Or we can fetch the bolt cutters. I don't know why they leave their chains hanging around.
Hey, look, they're FBI agent. Don't mess with them. You
They're
can
not
just
the
ask.
bosses of us. They don't have jurisdiction. They don't have power. They don't have authority. They just have the right to take away files from time to time.
I mean, you don't have to like the feds, but you look pretty fed up.
Because I am. What are they doing on police radio?
Oh, actually, it's the captain that gave one so they can be aware of what's going on in the city while they're investigating.
What are they doing answering police calls?
Man, I don't know. Doing their job, I guess.
My point is they are wildly overstepping the boundaries, but that is my own personal business. In the meantime,
Well, they did reel in one criminal. Can't argue that. At least they were efficient.
can I get like a persuasion check or something instead of just talking to a box?
Yeah. Sure.
That is a success, which he could resist, I guess. I think it's opposed.
Roll a little something just for fun.
Just for funsies.
Oh, I had one set right there. That was Gab.
That was streamed.
It's recorded forever and ever.
Gab,
You
Gab,
have bodily
you're on
functions.
record. I got 2 successes, and I didn't even have a big dice pool,
Okay.
but you know, go talk that out with the 2 guys. I'm sure they'll listen. Do you?
Sure.
Of course they will.
I am very comfortable with that assessment of the situation as well.
I mean, to everybody, I'm gonna say normal. They've been very nice.
I will go up to my chief and make a complaint.
The chief is pretty busy at the time. Roll for your persuasion.
1.
I'm rolling 2. Man, I'm really very sorry. I got like 4. I have 5. I rolled 5 dice and I got 4 successes. So basically, he's really busy and he just goes, look, if you're not happy, she's going to be there for 24 hours tops. Pretty sure she's going to be fine.
Wait, oh no, my complaint to the chief, my thing about a complaint to the chief wasn't complaining about him to the chief, was complaining about, like, the FBI agents to the chief.
Okay,
like,
okay.
I was going up to my chief to make a formal complaint.
Okay. I thought you were complaining like about Amelia being there.
I wasn't
and about the
threatening
FBI.
him with a complaint to the chief.
Okay.
Yes, Gab.
What time is it?
Evening, like a little past supper, I guess, dinner.
No chance that the chief is there.
All right. So, in less than half an hour, Serena's going to start panicking. So I'll let you play out
Well,
however you
let's
want.
go with a bit of Serena panic attacks. While you do the deposition, go ask Amelia things, you drive around the things you can give some attention and love to the others.
I have a question though.
Yes.
Did they take off my cross?
No, they
I give
wouldn't
you a
have.
mirror. I give you a pocket mirror though.
Oh,
You also
yeah,
have a
did they
pocket
take
mirror.
Did they take it off?
No, they didn't really, unless you would have had like a weapon, you have
I mean,
your...
I could
They
bring the
should
mirror.
have taken
so-
away all of her belongings.
All right then, fuck you, Marie, it's in a bag.
But
No, it's perfect.
you
That
do
means
have
if
your
she tries to look through, she will see that something is very, very
Yeah.
wrong.
On you
How-
because it's an article of clothing, but
like,
your
however,
purse is not.
the cross might not be because of freedom.
Like
of
I said, she
religion.
has her cross because it's an article of clothes. But
They-
your purse
not
and
a
whatever
problem,
is
no.
in a bag outside the cell.
Mostly or whatever.
I like how Ralph keeps the bad parts, but anything that could help us is ruled out as...
I like,
really
okay,
bad.
she has it, and everybody argues that she doesn't.
It's
Okay.
No, I'll just spend more glamour on this. It's okay. I need to freak out at some point.
I need to freak out.
I
So-
need to freak out.
I need
Dinner
to
has passed.
freak out.
Father Mo is doing his thing. Amelia had said that she'd be back a bit late, but a bit late is starting to get very late. So Serena is just gonna sit on the couch in the living room and she's gonna start by activating the mirror that she gave Amelia earlier.
And what you see through the mirror, so we probably don't see much.
You see the interior of her purse. Or perhaps like a plastic bag.
You see through a plastic bag a room, and it's, you don't see much because it's through a plastic bag, but
Lit by fluorescent lights, it seems.
So it's clearly not on Amelia anymore.
no, it's not. That much is pretty clear.
So I will activate Glamour yet again and activate her cross
It
to
kinda
see through
looks-
it.
It kind of looks like a morgue.
All right. So you look through her jewelry. It's not the flattest of surfaces, so you don't see very well. But, you see lines, vertical lines, lines.
It's the wrong way across, so all you see is titties.
You just
all
see
you
titties. So yeah, like vertical lines, neon light. Maybe there's a bench. You're not so sure, but it doesn't look like she's at the mall or in a restaurant for sure.
It doesn't look good, does it?
No, not very.
So Serena's gonna grab the phone. Padre, if ever Amelia comes back, please let me know. I'm gonna go make a call. Is that okay?
Oh, sorry. I was just out of it for a moment. Sure, I'll brew some tea for when you're back.
Gracias. I'm really starting to get nervous about it. I'm sorry. So she's gonna go a bit away, and she's gonna start by calling Casey, because he's the police guy.
Everybody talks about me like I'm a magician, that can get people out of jail. I do the opposite usually, but
I can help you all there.
Well, what I'm assuming right now is that you're on duty, so you're not supposed to answer your phone.
You say that.
Whether he answers or not is
I answer my phone. I don't know if I should linger at the station. I'm probably writing my report about that event.
like you're at the police station, still a little bit fuming, writing your report, maybe filing your complaint about the FBI agents.
Yes.
And your phone rings.
Doing all of that. Officer with us.
Hola, Casey?
Officer Casey with us.
Hola, Casey? It's Serena.
Oh. Hi.
¿Sabes dónde está León?
Hablo
Do,
inglés.
do you know where León is?
Yes.
I'm starting. Where is she?
In a holding cell.
What do you mean?
It's pretty explicit.
It's police, madam. Can't really talk about it.
All right, lo siento. If ever she can call, please tell her to call. Good night, sir.
She has already called someone relevant.
All right, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna compose another number. Do I know your home number, Nicholas?
Probably.
It's
yes.
the same as the bar. I live on top of the bar.
I'm calling the bar.
And I was about to say, for convenience sake, yes, you do.
I think we have this little phone book next to the phone.
Barley Query, it's 11 and we're closed. What can I do for you?
Hola, Nicholas.
Oi, who's this?
It's Serena. I'm gonna need a favor because Leon is in deep trouble.
Why is it every time you call, it's never to ask for how are you, Nick? How's the day? You having a good time? It's always we're in shit. We need help.
¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, well,
I'm muy buenos.
Okay, that's very good. I've been panicking all evening because Leon is not coming home, and I was thinking that she'd come home right after dinner. But at this point, it's more than after dinner, so I called Casey, and Casey picks up the phone, and he tells me that Leon is in fucking jail.
All right, let me get a second. I'm just gonna lower the volume of the TV. I can't hear you really well. All right. So who's in trouble? I just heard you made multiple calls, and now I'm confused.
Leon did I don't know what for I don't know what reason. If she didn't call you, I don't know who she made her card to. But thing is that at this point, Leon is in jail. and Casey seems to be unable to do anything about it.
Your
Oh,
phone
if
rings.
my phone rings. Oh, give me a second, sweetheart. There's someone.
No, it's Serena's.
Oh, okay.
I think we only have one landline at Father Mo's.
On va mettre un bip 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 qui dit que t'as un autre appel
Non,
entrant.
c'est ça.
Give me a moment. I should
You're
pull
the
up.
one who called me.
I'm getting another call. Somehow.
How?
Press the 2. Press the 2.
Okay, I'll be back. I switch phone calls. Hola, ¿quién es?
Serena?
Sí?
Yeah, it's Casey.
Hola.
I had to, go away from my desk. So.
Can you talk about her?
Yeah, I can. Well, I'm not talking about it. So, long story short, she tried to go to her parents, as far as I know.
Why would she do that? That's completely stupid.
Look, that's her business, and I'm not judging her for it. My point is, she tried to go to her parents, and visibly they had a restraining order on her.
Alright.
And so, she was brought in by agents Kinky and Pinky.
You mean the fake FBI agents? Or whatever they are.
Whoever they are. So they brought her in and brought her into a cell with a broken lock and closed it with some chain. And I can't just go and get bolt cutters and take her out.
What do you mean a broken cell?
Apparently the lock has issues, and so they replaced the lock with a chain and padlock, and apparently it'll do the trick.
Really? Is it really broken? I thought that you guys were bad, but
according to the officer in charge of the cells, yeah, it's broken. But they closed it with a chain and padlock. Look, I am doing the most I can, which is keeping an eye out, filing complaints about those fucking morons. But that's the most I can do right now, short of breaking her out, and I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna get our other friend on the case, but can they hold her for longer? Do they have enough?
As far as I know, up to now, they don't have nothing to nail on her, and the McKellans, I don't think, pressed charges, so they should be fine. So she should be out in 24 hours at most.
But we're talking about the FBI agents being involved.
If they are involved, well, frankly, nothing's on the table. They have a police radio for some reason because my boss gave it to them, and they answer police calls, and look, this is getting out of control, and I am filing complaints, but that's really the most I can do, short of breaking her out and, well, shooting them in the face, which I'm very dying for.
Well, that really shows what kind of officer you are. Okay, so I will go back to my call with Camarero, and I'll see you later.
So it's been a pleasure to be your private informant. Next time you want to comment on my work, please do it while the phone is hung up. Have a good evening.
Right. Good evening. Nicholas?
Oh, it's a score! Oh, sorry, you're back. Yes, let me lower the TV again.
Was watching Arsenal.
Alright, so the FBI agents are the one who caught her, and they're holding her because she broke restraining order or something.
Alright, well, worst case scenario, I can just pay the bill and get her out quickly.
Well, the thing is that the agents put a padlock on her cell instead of a normal chain, so whatever we'll do, they will have the upper hand on us.
Alright, give me a sec. Where is she right now?
At the police station, the only one in
the upper
Boston.
hand.
Fine, I'll go
They have the
there.
key.
I'll just go over there and see what I can do. All right.
Well, it's true that you cannot just unlock it because you don't have the key to that one, Casey.
Yeah, sure.
Or
I
you
have
can't
bolt-
find it just there.
I have bolt cutters and larceny. That's all I'm going to say about that.
See, that's what I was gonna take. I'm just gonna grab a pair of cutters at
But
home.
like, it is in a police station. If you do that, maybe it doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that she has no business being in there. We'll take her to a proper cell. Let's get the bolt cutters and cut that shit off because that will be the proper thing to do. I tried that and it didn't work. So, yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
I can go as well, camarero.
Y'all gonna show up in person and it's already gonna have me
What?
out by then.
I don't want to say no, but no, and then I hang up.
I'll be right back.
What was Thaddeus' number again?
He doesn't have one. He doesn't understand cell phone.
But
You
but
probably know where he
he
lives.
has a home.
He has a new apartment.
Yeah, but like he clearly has told you guys where he lives because for convenience sake, or the new apartment.
I'm going on an 11 o'clock at night run to your place.
Oh dear lord, are we allowed to go outside after 8 o'clock? I don't
Shut the
remember
hell
what
up.
it's like.
Feeling of freedom. I'm gonna wait there for
Can you
Casey. I can
imagine
call him.
going
So,
outside?
oh, do you want me to do that scene now, Ralph? Or
Yeah.
all right. So, is it a buzzer thingy? Can I walk in? How does it work?
Sure, it's a buzzer thingy, but he probably hasn't really locked the door, so like he buzzes you in and you can just walk in. Come in.
Daddy, just gonna go.
And
Daddy,
he opens the door and he's like a little bit swaying with a bottle of gin in his hand. He's like, "Oh, darling, I didn't expect you at this hour." Well, I suppose everyone needs a bit comfort at any time, but what can I do for you?
okay. Leon's in jail. Casey cannot do anything about it, and Camarero is on the case, but he told me to piss off from the case.
Mm-hmm.
So I need your help.
To do what exactly? What are we aiming to do?
We need to bust her out of there before the agents who I don't know what to her.
From the constables. I mean, it's
No, not the constables like Casey, the FBI assholes that are everywhere in town.
Oh, those. Honestly though, darling, if you want to do something for her, the best thing you could do is do nothing. Because if there's a special action and she by miracle escapes,
Wow.
His pose.
best they know that she's a criminal, and at worst they know that she's a changeling.
But
So
the thing is that
best
they
you can do
already have
is
something on
okay,
her.
no. Tell me, is she either a gypsy or an Irish? Then she
No,
won't
she's
even get a
white.
beating. She'll be fine.
She broke a restraining order.
And what's a restraining order?
She's not supposed to get near some people, and she got near to them.
Did she get beat up?
I don't know. I couldn't speak to her.
And he kind of approaches and looks at. Have a drink. Calm down.
No.
There's honestly, darling, if she's in the hands of the constables, there's nothing we can do.
Well, there's probably nothing you can do. I shouldn't have ran here. On this note, have a good evening with your drink, and I'll be going to see how my friend is doing.
Oh, I know, dear. I know, and I'm an absolute useless mess. To yours. Cheers.
Buenas noches. And she's gonna leave.
Marie, can you roll 2 dice?
That isn't ominous. Of course I can.
It's clarity damage.
Nothing.
You don't get clarity damage. But it's clarity damage for being locked against your will.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm probably in a corner, like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, even if you
Fine,
didn't take
fine.
clarity damage, it probably is very uncomfortable and reminiscing of very bad memories of yours. Bad memories!
I'm gonna make my way to the police station and arrive whenever I finally arrive because I'm on foot.
Jay, you wanted to do what?
Call Casey if ever he comes back.
All right, then I'm gonna do something with Amelia then.
I actually, like, it's gonna take a minute, and Thaddeus is gonna just put the bottle down and go after Serene.
All right. I'm still gonna do a scene with Marie.
Yeah, go ahead.
The evening is slowly turning to the night. It's almost midnight by now with everyone running around and talking. And you see familiar faces coming in. It's Daddy and Boy coming back.
I'm not looking up. I am trying not to have monstrous flashbacks.
Hey there, Miss McKellen. Have you had the time to cool your head off a bit? You think about what happened? You talk with your lawyer? Look. Chapeau Boy and Daddy came back. It's getting late. There's not many people left at the police station, and Boy and Daddy went to the cells. While there's not a lot of people.
That is not suspicious at all.
Not at all. Look. Don't mean to put you into any trouble. How are you feeling?
She's definitely paler, sweatier, and not having a good time. But she's quiet.
Look, I know probably not a good feeling to be in a cell like that. But we can net you out. Just gotta give us a hand. If you witnessed, seen, or otherwise interacted with any weird occurrence, strange things, disappearance in the vicinity of Boston, if you answer that question in our cooperative, you will walk out of that cell right this moment, and any charges against you will be lifted.
Sorry, officer. I learned a long time ago not to take deals.
You know, you could get into a lot of trouble.
What do you call this?
Well, imagine if I'm telling you a lot of trouble if that's not it.
I'm waiting for my lawyer.
All right then. Well, bid you good night then. And they turn heel and go. And just as the door closes behind them, you can hear Boy just, man, they always say that.
Oh, Casey's back. Can I call him?
Yeah.
Dring, dring.
Casey with us.
Hi, it's Nick.
Hi.
So I've been receiving calls from a very panicked Spanish little girl saying you have a tiger in a cage.
Yes.
Oh, is there anything I can do to help?
Not much.
I've also heard it
unless
was.
unless you think creatively.
Well, I do have a pair of very strong scissors, which my mother told me not to run with. I could run with.
It's a problem that'll be done in 24 hours.
Well, I can't really speed up time, can I? I can come tell her hi, reassure her. That's pretty much it.
You can. Visitations are probably closed at the moment, however. It is pretty late.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they can make an exception for Officer Nicholas Stone.
Can I recommend that you don't?
Oh, fine. Never can have fun with me.
I already have I already have enough troubles as it is with two boundaries overstepping people.
What's up with them? They were super. I mean, those boundaries. I spoke to them at the graveyard recently, and they were, I don't know. They were a bit jolly. They didn't seem as much wretched as they seem now. Well, I'm just really confused.
They've been super nice and been extending their hand all the time in exchange for a little bit of help. I mean, I can understand why you don't want it, but they've been very fair and nice.
Have you heard about Liam?
No, of course I didn't.
I have.
Yes?
They gave me their phone number at the. They gave me their card at the graveyard. What's on the card?
It's going to be like Agent Daddy.
Is it an official, like, sigilized FBI card, or is it just like white on
No.
black on white Agent Daddy?
That's
with a phone
his
number?
thing. Like that's his daddy. Probably. Yeah, that's not an I doubt FBI agents have business cards anyway.
They do.
Okay, well they have their own.
Why wouldn't
Listen,
they?
I'm
They
ready
be
to die.
contacted.
I got the dead anime mother hairstyle.
Oh no.
Oh
All
well.
right, so but you do have Daddy's phone number.
Alright. So Casey,
Hmm.
maybe we should try and talk with them. You want to meet them with me outside of the office, outside of all of this, try and clear things out because they've been sneaking way too much.
Under what context? They've been asking about weird occurrences, and as a weird occurrence myself,
Well, maybe we can try and see if they have a million hidden under those thick heads of theirs.
well, I'd rather not cross law enforcement agents, legitimate or not, because until I can make that go away, they are a needle. They're a needle in my hand.
What, do you mind me giving them a call?
I'm not the one calling shots.
No, but you're my friend and I care about what you think. And this is a very precarious situation.
I want them out of Boston as fast as possible because nothing that they spell is good news.
Right.
That is the short of it.
That's fair. Good night, Nick. I'll let you on your shift then.
Good night, Casey.
Damn it.
Gab, check your Facebook.
Very fair. Alright. So, Ralph, I'm gonna call Daddy.
All right.
Hello,
Daddy
I have
here.
issues.
Daddy here.
Alright, first of all, I think you need to change that name, no offense. But second of all, this is Nicholas Stone. We met at the graveyard the other day.
Rings a bell, yes.
We were asking if there was anything weird happening around this town. Am I right?
Indeed. Got any reports?
2 FBI agents.
It's
That's
not a too weird ass FBI agent.
I've heard there's been a certain case tonight that was very weird, but I'd like to maybe talk about that with you around a coffee somewhere safe.
Sure.
Or you say Dunkin' Donuts on X Street where Liam used to work. I don't say it that way, c'est juste moi qui connais pas l'adresse, là.
Sure. We'll be there in 30, 40 minutes.
Alright, do you guys want a coffee or donuts or anything?
We'll manage.
Alright. I'll see you then, Officer Daddy. That felt so weird, and he hangs up.
I'm just out there putting you uncomfortable.
So Nick will head out to the Dunkin' Donuts.
So while we're walking, to the east, he's just gonna look at Serena and go, I might have an idea, but you need to call Natalie.
We're gonna need a phone booth for that, and you're gonna need a good reason for it.
Because she is the person I know who most likely has a constable outfit who'd be willing to lend it.
The skirt is a little short, but
The shirt is
I
crop
mean-
top also.
Sure.
Casey
Sure.
probably has her number in his small phone.
A small phone.
Yes, yes.
Well, my best bet right now is the bowling alley. I can call them and ask for her number.
Good plan. I'll make sure that I'm presentable by the time we get to the police station, and that'll be my task.
You know what's
I
a
hope
good
you're
plan?
good at walking
Oh,
and getting.
the very best, darling.
Walking.
You know what's a good plan? Not whatever you're planning.
I looked up. Bad plan.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna stop at a phone booth because there are still those. And I'm gonna call the bowling alley.
All right. The bowling alley.
Joey.
Hola.
We really need to name that place.
Hi there. You want an alley?
Actually, am I
I
talking
have it.
to...
Liberty Lane Bowling.
Liberty Lane.
Nice.
All right, so actually, I wanted to talk to... Are you Joey?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to talk to Natalie. It's one of Casey's friends. So,
Yeah, she's working. You know, it's kind of the time where it's lucrative.
do you know where she would be right now? I'm not sure I remember where she's working.
Some
I
cheap
do.
motel. Some cheap motel, I presume.
At the TD bar. That's not even Le Carole.
The bush.
Alright, gracias.
Le
So,
2,81 puis Marie est due pour une solide surprise.
gracias, Joey. So I'll try to make my way there. I might call again later if ever I don't find her. So, buenas tardes. Gracias.
Good luck with whatever.
It should go well. I believe it will go well. It will, right? I think so.
I listening to you, I think. Sure. I'm not gonna be that guy.
She hangs up, turns to Thaddeus. So, you remember where she works?
Yes, I have an excellent memory.
How far is it?
How far is it? Says I, looking at Ralph.
Oh, repeat that.
How far is it?
Kind of far. It can be done on foot, but it's gonna take you like a while.
Okay, so
Over an
that's
hour walk.
that plan's out of the window. Let's just get to the police station and figure something out when we're there.
Let's do that. That's what happens when Nix kicks me out of a conversation.
I'm gonna have a phone call with Casey because the king did say he was gonna call Casey at some point, and he didn't. But you're gonna
Parsi,
like
whose
what he's
phone
gonna
is going
say.
off the hook.
I
Everyone in the
guess.
parsec.
I'm just gonna-
considering that he's shoveling her responsibility into my lap.
I'm just gonna text Casey. Got the agents away from the from the police dep.
That is true.
Sure, point.
Mr. Winters.
Casey Winners.
Mr. Winters, I
Hmm.
would like something from you.
What is that? Considering the calls I've been getting, I suppose it's not a banana bread recipe.
No, I do not want a banana bread recipe.
Your loss.
I want to know who these two pesky agents are, so we can better deal with them. And from what I gather, they use pseudonyms so far.
Yes. Did I get like their real names when I looked into their files? I looked into their FBI files, but that's been a dud.
Well, there has to be some way to find that information. Maybe they have papers on themselves. Perhaps they
I text.
Sleep
I text
somewhere.
Nicholas while I'm. Hold on 2 seconds. Use kenning.
What the fuck is kidding?
It's a supernatural
know.
sense that all changelings have.
Yeah, it's just pierced through the Mian, I know. Well, to find the Mian, so.
Well, it detects magic and the very broad sense of the term.
Detect magic, woo woo.
Well, I've been through all the official channels I have access to, but beyond like FOIA requests, freedom of access to information.
Well, for us, with our peculiar mean, to know who our enemies are sure is a boon.
Yes.
Find out and either tell me or use it. But I want them away from my city.
I want them away as much as you. They've been a
Well
pain in
then.
my butt.
Find me who these two really are and what they really want.
Well, frankly, besides punching them into a pulp, I'd personally don't have many ways around that. I could fake pull rank, but I doubt that'll lead me very far.
They are bound to have orders or personal information somewhere. If you need to find it, you need to look for it.
I'll try something. I have an idea.
We'll go to Nick. They arrive at the Dunkin' Donut.
I'm sipping on a coffee that clearly smells of Baileys or something else.
Hello there.
Officers, have a seat.
They said, "You'll excuse me, it's getting a bit late for a coffee."
Oh, it's fine. I'm used to working late shifts with the bar and everything, so.
So wanted to talk about something.
Well,
Is it just Daddy or is Boy there too?
Boy is also there.
Okay.
They're a
I,
pair.
I shake their
Yeah,
hand, by the way.
I just wasn't sure because Nick only spoke to Daddy, so.
Yeah. But they are both there.
Sounds
they shake
Jane.
your hand.
Alright.
Boy unchained.
How do I use Kinnings? The detect magic thing?
You roll something. I'm gonna go check the roll.
Isn't it just a pure weird?
Maybe.
Oof.
Pretty Kinning.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun,
I roll
dun,
your
dun,
current
dun.
clarity score.
Ooh.
Ooh.
How much clarity do you have?
It's my clarity minus the damage, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that bad. I think it's 5. Yeah, 5.
Oh, that's actually very good. And
Yeah.
I roll it.
Okay, I took really little damage, so.
All right. You have a success. It's not an exceptional.
Better than nothing.
Alright, so I detect magic, or I don't.
Yeah. You detect 1 because it's number of successes.
Okay.
Medical things.
Do I detect the source?
I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm gonna be generous. You detect that that boy and daddy have magical things, though not magical themselves.
Alright, very good. This is what I'm thinking. Okay. Alright. Nick is gonna.
Die,
Like-
motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die.
He's just gonna bend on the table. It's alright, so I don't want you to think I'm mad, but as you can probably know, I'm Irish. Have you ever heard, and then I turn left and right, of fairies?
Sir, that is very silly of you to ask about that in a Dunkin' Donut.
It's also very silly to talk about.
What are you
FBI
on
agents
about
when we're not
with-
commenting?
What are you on about with fairies?
Well, I've heard that fairies kidnap people and bring them to their world. And there's been like a series of disappearing peeps around here. Like that boy you mentioned. You said if I was a missing boy, there was a missing boy a while ago. I saw that in the papers. I think it was a student at the university.
Indeed. And you wouldn't happen to know anything about that.
Can
would you?
can I try and see if he, like, your tone is very ominous, and I want to see if his tone is a threat right now, or if he's actually like worried.
Roll for empathy?
It's wits empathy.
With sympathy, yeah.
Can you roll for me? I'm asking Gab.
We guessed.
It was just funny.
Wow, 3 because of the same dice. So 3.
Woo!
So he is sounding ominous, but not in a threatening way, more like in a
Knowing way.
both knowing and wary.
Well, the kid used to work here, and I just look around at the Tim Hortons.
Dunkin' Donut.
That thing.
Fucking Canadians.
And what
Maybe,
about it?
well, maybe I know a bit more, but I'd like to know why you've been seeing my employee and telling him that that guy, and I'm pointing, boy, is an underage who's working for the FBI, and now you have told my employee that he's in trouble because he served an 18 less boy. I'm sorry, boy. Boy, I'm pretty sure you ain't that young.
All right, you got me there. Good investigating. Ever thought about being in the police?
Boys, I'm not here to try and be silly with you. You're looking for something here. I'd like to help, but I'm kind of worried about my own skin right now.
Did you do anything bad?
Well, now?
Because if you didn't do anything bad, why are you worried?
Not in the past 60 years, sir.
Nothing according to the statute of limitations.
Yep, something like
Do
that.
you want to roll for subterfuge? Like at this point, you're very much lying.
Yeah, sure. It's manip subterfuge.
Yep. You can will that. You
I
don't have
won't.
to.
I won't.
All right. Don't look at the screen. I'm showing the number of successes I got. Don't look. I've seen you. While you roll, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast.
I got 4.
You're all right. I'll be back real quick. I gotta go.
All right, so we'll cut to a little, from the absence of our DM. Well, in fact, we can cut to sponsors.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by McCain. McCain, please be a sponsor of our show. Please, we need money.
Tonight's show is brought to you by air. Air, never appreciated until it's gone.
Shut it again.
Another sponsor of our show tonight is gin. Gin, because facing your problems is overrated.
And the last sponsor of our show is crippling self-doubt.
Crippling self-doubt. Do you need it? Do you have it?
Do you? Do you?
Okay,
Do you?
Do you? And
Okay,
now
there you
back
go.
to our regular programming.
So your lie doesn't show. They believe it. At least they look like they do.
Boys, I've been in the business for a while, and I'm just gonna point a bit all over them. I know fairy myself, but I see people who are scared of fairies.
Are you sure that's not a little bit of projection,
Isn't that a bit of a slur?
sir?
Did he just tell me that?
Yeah. I mean,
it's-
you're the Irish.
No, his voice says more than that. Okay. I said, what? You don't like my style? And I just point my square chin. That's probably marble.
You're not my type.
I look at Daddy.
I mean,
What, boys? How much do you know? If I want to help you, I have to know what base I can talk up to. Because I'm worried for my friends, and I'm pretty sure you guys can help.
You sound like someone who knows things more than you care to let on.
I know fairy tales. I know where to look to find fairy tales. I'm trying to figure out what fairy tales you're chasing after.
We're looking for a boy who disappeared in mysterious circumstance without leaving a trace, is what we're doing.
I've heard that sometimes the Fae leave nothing behind but piles of leaves and twigs. I'm pretty sure if you were to search far and wide, you'd find nothing but a pile of twigs and leaves.
And don't you think this boy deserved that we search day in and day out for him? Whether I look for flotsam and jetsam, isn't that our oath to protect the people as agent of the law?
Of course. And as a good citizen of this wonderful city, I'd be one heck of a miserable man to tell you no. I would love to see that little boy return home safe and sound. Well, I fear that boy isn't coming home for a while now. And as much as I'd like to see him being able to study and see his parents again, well, the same thing that happened tonight might happen. I'm pretty sure you two know what happened tonight.
Where are you getting at? My
You can't.
patience running really, really thin. Really thin.
Is that okay? Now he's threatening me.
No, he's just like, man, talk.
Okay.
Or it's not
Or
threats. It's
yes,
just
it's because if it's a threat, Nick's not gonna comply. So.
it's not like a threat. I'm gonna beat you, but like if you're just here to make double entendre, we're gonna go look somewhere else. You know.
Fair. You won't find the boy, because it wasn't a boy. It was a pile of leaves and twigs. That's what the Fae leave behind. You're looking for twigs and leaves right now. And I can't tell you because I don't know where the boy is. But I'd really like to find him too. He
So
used
you
to
know.
work. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
So you know everything that's happened to him.
I know what happened. Not everything. I'm gonna point to the counter. He served me a drink right here. Well, not the boy, but what was left behind of him.
Did you or did you not do anything with the person that worked here about 2 months ago? Who was called Liam Garcia. We need to be precise.
I didn't hurt no boy named Liam Garcia.
All right, then. We'll see each other soon.
Also, officers, If you could release the cat, I'm pretty sure she has nothing to do behind bars. She was just trying to go home.
We will contact you shortly. But don't think you're not in trouble. And they leave.
I'm just doing my best as a citizen, officers, and I hope I'll be able to help you.
They're just out there confessing everything.
What the fuck was that?
It was a nice chat with hunters. I'm trying to survive, as all should you.
Casey, what do you want to do? And the
Look at his
others.
face! I love his face. He's so angry.
You're in trouble. So,
Look
Serena.
at you, throwing more oil on that fire.
Oh, yeah, that boy's throwing in the fire. Serena and
so-
Thaddeus.
To answer your question, there's not much I can do right now, but my plan is to tail them back to their home or base of operation.
My plan is for us to arrive late at the station so they're actually back or whatever for a last call or whatever, so we can break in their car.
Yes. That I support.
Marie. Do you care to roll for intelligence composure?
No. It's to remember things.
Yes. You know that thing I told you? Oh, Marie, can you? Oh, no, never mind. Like at the beginning of the game. One. While you were in their car, on the dashboard, there was a parking ticket. Like, you put on your windshield to, for an hotel somewhere downtown. Like, they did tell you last game that they had a hotel downtown. So you remember that.
The room
I'm telling you
number
that now
is the room
because
number
you're-
written on the card?
No, because it's the parking thing.
Mm.
So, it's just for their place in the parking. But, once you know what hotel that would... Amelia knows what hotel that would be.
And they would have registered under a name there. Maybe not the real one, but...
But if you can find where they lived, you can dig some dirt, probably.
We found a case with a sniper rifle.
I'm changing something.
I'm throwing it in the edge.
You're changeling something?
All right. So, who's where when?
I think everybody knows where I am.
Yeah, we're gonna make something nice. Serena and Thaddeus were going to the police station, and Casey stayed there a little late to, finish filing papers and stuff. So
Went home, slept, and the next morning I come early.
You don't take all night to get there. Come on. Really?
no, you don't take like you. Casey, you're going back home, and you see Thaddeus drunk in the street with Serena walking purposefully toward the station.
Evening, you two.
Evening, officer. We have something to do.
What would that thing be? What would
Certainly
that thing
not
be?
breaking the law, Constable.
Get in the car, please. I'm driving you home.
We're simply walking in the streets. You have no reason to arrest us.
You have business to do at the police station. I'm sure it can wait when people are there and when you're not under the influence.
I am not under the influence, and I would never
And
mention the police station.
and the people are at the police station, and that is, I believe, exactly the point.
I will accompany you then.
Fair enough, Constable.
I am riding shotgun.
I was walking to my car, so you are
Have
at
we
the
arrived?
police station.
Holy shit, we're
Apparently.
quick.
Well, you were like, Chapeau, you were leaving the police station, so somewhere in the streets, you met them walking towards it.
Yeah,
So you're somewhere in between.
Yeah, so I'm walking back toward the police station with them.
Okay, Ralph, I'm looking at my my contracts, and it says reduce all starting doors by one for purposes of any social maneuvering.
Yeah.
What does that?
I expressively said to avoid things that talk about doors because doors is a mechanic I dislike in the second edition. We can rework it, but we'll have to talk about it because
Well, we
like
can just
the
scratch
door
it.
system is just
doors.
shit.
Yeah, doors and levers are the social system in second edition, and we don't like it.
All I imagine is it's for mask of superiority for my fairest perk. So if ever like it like worst comes to worst, let's just disregard it. I don't really care.
We'll look through it at another time.
Cool.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, what is that
before-
business that you have at the police station?
Dear, do you have what is Amelia's last name?
She's out in 24 hours. You do not get involved in that.
Hush. What is Amelia's last name?
She is out in 24 hours. You do not get
Mac-
involved in that.
What is it? I've been living with her for a while, but I forget.
McKellen.
McKellen.
Thank you.
Besides causing more trouble than it's worth, don't get involved in it. She's out in
I'm-
24 hours. And
I'm just gonna be a very risk.
And she hasn't answered any questions to anyone. She's fine.
I merely want to talk to my friend and make sure she's alright.
Visitations are closed at the moment.
Well, I've been walking for quite some time to get here and I won't get turned around.
Do you
I will drive
Casey,
you home.
would you have a mint
No.
or a gum? Okay. Well. And Thaddeus is just gonna kind of head into the police station.
Casey just out of his mind. You fucking idiots. So everyone lets him go in the police station?
No.
You have the right to say yes.
No, I'm following him in. If
Huh.
there's a plan, I'm going to break
Then-
it.
Oh, then I'm following just to make sure that you don't break it.
I'm not saying that. I'm
You
following
get-
him in.
You get inside.
I try very hard.
Is the whatever. Good evening, Constable. My name is Thaddeus, and from Warren Co. Lawyers, and I believe that I'm here to represent my client, Amelia McKellen. And I activate Mask of Superiority.
Boy.
At this hour? Oh, man.
You have made
roll for
one
it, I
phone
guess?
call. So that'd be
Roll. Present subterfuge plus weird.
yes, contested by the others with sympathy. So subterfuge, 3 presents.
I will spend the willpower on behalf of the police officer.
You can do that?
Yes,
So 3 dice?
that's my spring mantle.
Someone is...
Would the secretary possibly
Oh.
be attracted to me?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, not
So that's-
so it's-
everyone is gay.
Also, it's probably not a secretary, but a police officer.
Yeah, it's
Might have been a lady. Who knows?
Hmm.
Like,
So-
it's rude of you to assume that policemen are men. Just saying.
Well, there's police women.
Well, I just assumed it was the same guy that I played earlier, so
Fair enough. That's still 3 successes.
That guy is pulling long shifts.
it works.
Did you include my willpower?
Yeah. I mean... No, okay, wait. There's 1 dice missing. It's not a success.
Good. So I know it is late, and I know it's very complicated, but I would very much like to speak to my client, if you would not mind.
Well, I guess there's no harm in you talking to her.
Thank you very much. My assistant will follow. She'll be taking notes.
Very dedicated lawyers to work at night.
Indeed.
Well, she pays me very handsomely to do so.
Does she
And I
now?
kind of...
Look,
would you-
visitations are over, so just make that quick. Anyway, she should
Absolutely,
be
sir.
out by tomorrow.
I'll go fetch her out. Oh, geez, someone put the chain on the door.
Well, I guess they can talk at the, at the
No,
cell or something.
no, the
No,
Private-
absolutely
the-
not. That
the-
is
in a
not
private
a legal
room.
right. I would request possibly to have bolt cutters for that chain, and
I'll go
Are you
fetch the
thinking-
bolt cutters.
I do believe the chains are breaking protocols.
absolutely. Are you saying that you're restraining my client in an office without the keys to unlock her? Sir, if you do not open this door this instant, I swear this police station is under a lot of
This
If
is.
I
I
find
am
it-
so
going
many
to fetch.
lawsuits.
If I may
Sir,
come
I
in,
am fetching the
please.
bolt cutters. Just give me a minute.
So many lawsuits, you
I-
will not be able to see under all the paperwork I'll be drowning you in.
If
So I come back.
11:47.
I come back with.
Oh
bolt
my god,
cutters.
everyone's talking at the same time. I
Um,
cannot hear a single thing.
I come back with bolt cutters, lean into your ear, and whisper, "You know, you smell like alcohol. Shut the fuck up."
It's 9 o'clock on Friday. Of course I smell like alcohol. What do you think lawyers are?
I think it's later than that at this point.
It's 11.
11:47. We
So-
made the request.
I love the
I-
take, the spin that Tony put. Marie, what you saying?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that if you arrive and have this entire conversation in front of the cell,
Yes.
Emilia is having a massive panic attack right now.
Can we see the cells?
Yeah. You see her not being so cool.
Okay. Sir, I'm gonna take a look at our client. She doesn't seem well, and we need to hurry with those bolts.
All right, Casey, can you go get the cutter
Clonk.
thing?
I went. And
Okay, you
Count
went.
came- Clink. I removed the chain.
It hurts. Take 2 bashing damage for the form.
Look, I have a report to file somewhere, officer. Could you handle that, please?
Yeah.
Mrs. McKellen, Amelia, darling, we're here for you.
Yeah, we're coming in, and I just look at the officer. Well, patient attorney confidentiality, I believe.
We will need a glass of water. She's clearly not well. Do you also have something for her to eat? How long have you kept her here without any food or water?
4 hours.
God damn it!
That was clearly way too much. What if your prisoner had any health condition?
Darling, you are still just the assistant. Let the attorney do the talking.
Look, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. And he
In the
leaves.
name of His Majesty the King.
Anyway, Casey's there, so there's no problem leaving you alone.
And I kind of like close the door.
Are we
Well,
in the
you
interrogation?
get taken to like probably a private meeting room.
Yeah. Darling, are you alright?
Is there any camera?
She's shaking.
No, they can't.
Okay. All right. So, Thaddeus, can you block the window?
Not really. Not without looking absolutely very much more suspicious than we are.
All right. So I'm gonna get to Amelia and kneel down next to her and put my hand on her knee, well, on her thigh. Amelia, can you hear me?
I don't want to go.
It's okay.
Don't make me go.
We're not making you go anywhere. I need you to breathe in deeply with me.
I don't want to go.
It's okay. We're here for you, okay?
It wasn't part of the deal. I want to go home.
Oh dear.
Look at me. I'm gonna get closer to her, like without breaking the bubble, but more inside. Inspire. Whatever.
Inhale.
Breathe in. Inhale. Breathe in. Inhale.
Don't make me go.
Exhale. You're not alone. We're here for you. Inhale. Fill your chest with air. Exhale. You're not alone. You're surrounded with friends and I need you to take another breath. Fill your chest with air. Fill your lungs. And then breathe out slowly. You're doing great. We're here to help.
Really? Serena?
Hola, hermosa.
Thaddeus is just gonna kind of back up to leave them to have their moment.
So we're here to help you. We have your case in hand. I see that you remember that we've worked for you before. So please take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs. We need you to calm down.
I'm out.
You're out, you're with us. You're no longer alone. I'm gonna let you breathe, and once you're ready, start sharing with us what you're thinking. What's in your mind?
I don't like being boss. I don't like cages. Just get me out.
Right now we're in another room. We're working the best we can to get you out of here. Okay?
I need a mirror. I need
Amelia? We cannot get you a mirror right away. We need you to be with us. She needs a bigger mirror than that, Casey.
She doesn't need a mirror. She needs to wait 20 fucking hours.
We're by your side to make it easier, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Chapeau.
Hmm.
You received a text from Nick. Are they with you? Should I come and pick them up?
Do I need 4 hours?
The gang is at the station. FFS. ...
Something swearing in Gaelic. OMW.
Amelia, what happened today?
I want to check. I just want to check.
On your parents?
Yeah. Look, Serena, my sister, she's gone.
What do you mean by gone? I don't know how old she is.
Is looking for family a Boston thing? Because never mind.
You're looking for family as well, Thaddeus, so shut up.
All I'm saying, and where am I? I'm in Boston. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I certainly am not. So,
Yeah, but I had a little sister, and my father said that he had no daughter. What happened to my little sister? What happened to her?
okay. We're gonna take her name and we're gonna make a research on her side. We're gonna get ahead in this research before, well, as quick as we can. Is that all right with you?
Find her.
I'm gonna need her name, when she was
Jessie.
born.
Her name's Jessie. Jessie McCallan.
Serena's gonna note that down. When was she born? Do you remember?
Texas hospital name.
When, not where.
Just say something of guns, I suppose.
Saint Guns.
She. St. Gons.
And she gives you like a date. Her birthday.
She's
Alright.
21. No, she should be 31 by now.
31? Okay. So, from what we understand, we can only hold you 24 hours. If you don't, keep not saying a thing.
Don't leave me here.
Don't worry, darling. We're on it.
No, you're on nothing.
You cannot be alone here, is that what I'm understanding?
I can't be in the cage. Can't be in the cage, damn.
Alright,
Don't leave me in the cage.
can you be with someone else in the cage?
She fucking will. That's solved. She won't be in the cell alone. She'll be in a holding cell.
Sure.
Do you have to know that person, or any strangers is okay?
Just no one. I don't have to know them.
Is Casey in there with us?
No.
No?
Okay.
Okay, no.
But if you want someone, I'm sure
Casey's like, oh my god.
But I'm sure I can find someone drunk and disorderly if you want someone you know.
Okay. So, Thaddeus, do you want to go talk to Casey and update the situation, or do you want
Oh,
me
he
to go?
seems in a grumpy mood. I'd rather try. I'd rather talk to the very agreeable young man at the front.
But we should head start the research on Jessie, her sister.
Well, I don't think either of the three of us can do really any research while in this cell.
Okay.
Maybe you'd like to go talk to Casey, darling, and I'll be back in an instant, dear Amelia.
Leave
Wait.
me alone.
Thaddeus is gonna up and leave.
I'm waiting at the door.
The door of their
Yes.
room?
I can't listen in, but I'm probably standing guard.
That's good enough.
Oh, Constable, I'd rather think we could have used your help. We're looking for a young woman born in such a year, such a name,
I hand you the notes.
Thank you.
I'll
Here's the
look-
notes.
I will look it over.
Thank you
Says
very
I
much.
standing
Now I'll.
right, says I standing right where I am.
It is no emergency on this fine night.
You can probably
Well-
wait 23 hours and a half. 19 hours and a half.
Probably.
So, I'm thinking it.
I'm truly wondering what someone who could have spent their life in a cage would feel be spending a whole day in there. Very hard to imagine. Could you really imagine, Constable, how hard that must be?
Nope.
Nonetheless, let's move on.
I can't imagine.
I go back to the man at the front, and I'm not gonna yell in my mic, but I'm just gonna go like whole speech about how it's unconstitutional and it's a basic offense, and for king and country, that's gonna kind of slip in there, but just gonna gloss over it very quickly and move on to other things,
God
and
damn it.
just like kind of blather on and try to sound as legal as I can to basically go, you have her number. If you need anything, call her. But this is like
No,
a low offense. We're here to post bail,
there isn't.
and she should be able to come out.
Roll persuasion -3 for both the fact that you know nothing of legal value
All right.
and he has room to think that she should be in there, but you can still attempt. You are still a changeling with fantastical abilities that could help you.
Persuasion plus what?
Manipulation.
No, it's not presence. It's persuasion. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got confused for a second. So manip, persuasion. All right.
And it's already been
can-
established that he is not into you.
It has been established. That's fine. Do I get any bonuses for the fact that he believes that I'm actually a lawyer?
You actually get to do the check because of it, because else it would just be, sir, what are
This
you
is a
doing here
police
at this
station.
hour?
Sir, this is a police station. All right. But here's the thing. I have fast talking as a style, which first of all, I can always be closing. And if a mark contests or resists my social interaction, I apply -1 to their resolve or composure.
All right.
Nice.
I'm also going to check a willpower for that. So that adds me 1 dice.
3.
3 dice.
3 dices. Here we
Yeah.
Yeah,
go.
this
We're
made no
talking.
exalted here.
Yes, willpowers are
Uh,
good. Yes, we're also not rolling successes on 7, so you know.
So that's already 3 successes. And that's a 4 successes.
Ooh.
And
Because
I think you made
social.
exceptional on 3 successes.
Well, that is like there's something about if they like me, or if I'm trying to make them like me.
Okay,
Um,
you don't.
yeah, I don't think it applies. I'm just gonna recheck to make sure, but I don't think it applies right now.
That is okay. Sorry.
Yeah, persuasion to make someone like me or my friends, but that doesn't
Okay,
really
so
apply.
that's not really the thing.
Yeah.
So, with your threats and your legal banter, he gives in and just
If
goes,
you want,
all
I
right,
can
you don't want
also-
any trouble. It's just one day. Please don't make me lose my job because you're gonna lose your job, you sir, and things like that. I want to talk to the manager.
That is literally what's happening right now.
Yeah. And
He's
the Karen
Karening
won.
it out.
Oh yeah.
And Karen won.
God damn it.
He did spend a few things to get there.
Yeah, sure. But
I'm.
don't validate
Do
Karen's.
you want me, since I'm posting her bail and I'm basically paying a part of her fine for her to get out?
There
Do
is
you
no
want me to
bail.
lose? Do you want me to lose 1 point of resource?
Momentarily, just keep in mind that you're.
Yeah, I'm on the.
Yeah, you're a little bit short on money, but it's okay.
All right.
And so you manage to Karen your way out of prison.
And as like, come here, darling. We'll discuss your fee later. And as we come out, I just like subtly give a quick wink to Casey as we get out.
I'm pulling out my watch and starting a timer. I'm counting the time before this blows back in my face.
Oh. I would say somewhere tomorrow morning, probably.
The not lawyer from the not lawyer agent, not law
Not from
office,
Boston.
law firm.
But you get out, and Nick's waiting for you outside.
He looks grumpy.
Oh, are we lucky enough to have someone to drive us home?
And we even have a chauffeur.
No.
How nice.
Call a cab, Mr. Lawyer. I'm sure you have the funds.
Well, the night air is quite brisk, so I'll walk, I suppose.
Just bring Amelia home, please. She needs it.
Yes. Nick, do you mind? I'd rather not have a fugitive in my car.
Oh, sure. Come on, sweetie. I'll open the door, but only for Leon.
Thank you, Nick.
Talk, sweetheart. How the hell are you out of the bars? And why? Okay, see if you have a minute afterwards. I'll just close the door behind Leon. Well, Amelia.
I was on board, chatting with her, getting her out of the cell with that apparently cold iron chain.
I think they're
Was
hunters.
a very good move.
Hunters?
You ask me to check.
Breaking her out under false pretense, under false identity. It's going to blow back on all of us.
We're not the ones who opened the key. We're not the ones who opened the door.
You're the
And
one who
last-
came in with your ID as a non-lawyer from a non-law firm, claiming power and authority.
They know her address. It's not even fleeing the law. It's a misdemeanor at best, a minor
And
offense.
we have people that put cold iron chains on things.
How long has she been stuck in Arcadia?
She would have been in a cell with someone else after that little stunt. She would have been fine.
I'm just gonna look at Spanish girl.
Serena.
Yes, Serena. And my stare just tells you, I told you not to get involved.
And I cannot not get involved. I cannot let one of the little ones on their own.
She was safe.
She was not safe.
She was at the mercy of hunters, whatever that is.
People
She
that hunt. I will let you guess who.
she was losing her mind, Casey.
Serena.
I was okay with Rito.
Serena!
If she had an attack of whatever nature, she would have been moved. She would have been taken care of.
If they wanted her dead, she'd already be dead. If they wanted us dead, we'd already be dead. They don't want us dead.
Then what do they want?
I don't know, but doing this won't help figuring it out. It'll just get us dead.
And nothing magical has happened tonight. Nothing fantastical. There's been absolutely no breaking of locks, no passing on through doors or mirrors for what matters.
Except for the mysterious conjuring of a lawyer license.
Can we stop arguing why Amelia is right in the car next to us and still freaking out? Anyways, Thaddeus and I have to walk our way back, so if you want to catch us, you'll have time. Bring Amelia home. Let her calm down in a place she knows. And we'll speak once the sun rises or once we finally reach.
I will take
Alright.
that up with your queens.
Take that up with my queens if you want.
Well,
That is a statement
certainly,
and not a threat.
certainly, what a wonderful king you'll make, caring for your subjects. And Thaddeus is kind of like, he is gonna exaggerately bow and start walking towards his place.
Think about Amelia and scold us tomorrow. And Serena's gonna turn heels and go as well.
I'm gonna wait for them to leave a bit and turn towards Casey.
Any snark?
You did what you had to do. They're young, they're naive, they still don't understand what they're doing.
Rebellious and fucking summer courtiers. That's what they are.
Oh, I can only agree with that, but my point is, don't take what they just said too seriously.
You know what the problem is? I want to say, if they bring me down, I take them down with me.
Oh, you damn well know that's not what we're supposed to do.
I know. Take Amelia home. Take care of her. Give her a glass of water and everything. I just don't want her in my car for other people to see.
I head towards my door.
And you all go your own way.
I put my hand on Amelia's shoulder for a good part of the trip just to try and like act as a presence there.
You bring her back to the presbytery where Father Mo will take very good care of her and be very understanding. Even though he doesn't understand everything, he's really there still.
I thank him very, very much.
I hug him very, very tight.
Casey,
But not too tight, because I could probably break his bones.
Casey, you go back to your home,
Yes.
and everybody else goes to their home.
Actually, I would.
Serena, not Serena, visibly.
Yeah, I'd be headed back to Casey's too. So.
Oh dear. Me wanted to
Casey's
skip
like,
to the
at
morning.
least I can be at peace at home. Oh, no.
Skip to the morning. Okay, go ahead. Do whatever thing you wanted to do.
Oh, sweetheart, you can go ahead. You want to do something? All right then. I'll knock on Casey's door gently.
What? Wasn't that business done?
Oh, Amelia's home and safe with Father Mose.
Good.
I'm here about the agents.
Come in.
Just a heads up that I'm gonna want to have quick RP with Serena after that.
You want a cup of Joe?
Why, sure, anything would be fine. I appreciate it.
I pour 2 cups of coffee.
It's gonna be a long night.
I'm just in like pajama pants and
I met up with him, like I told you I probably would.
yeah. How'd that go?
Or, as you said, I used the kinnings.
Yeah.
They're not magical, but they're wearing a pretty good load of magical things, which make me think they're hunters.
Yeah.
On the bright side, they haven't tried to kill us yet, which means we're not their target.
Yet. What do they ask about?
Liam,
Of course they do.
yeah, they're wondering what happened to the poor boy. I asked if I had harmed him, if I knew what had disappeared, why he had disappeared.
Yeah, and what'd you say?
Well, I told him that he's not here. I told him that fairy tales say that some children are taken away and they leave nothing behind but twigs and leaves. They ask if we hurt a certain Liam Garcia, and I told them no. We'd never hurt a poor boy.
I currently am split between wanting to bash your head into the wall for exposing us in that way to hunters and thinking that it might just be crazy enough to work.
Casey, they spotted us 5. They've come to see each and every one of us. They know our skin. They know what we are. They had found us already. I think right now, there might be a better pair of helping hands than a pair of iron chains, if we're careful with them.
There are only 2 people.
Why, if we turn the bulwark against them in an emergency case, we'd take care of them real quick. Well, I don't think they deserve that.
The king, the Autumn King, wants to know who they are. Who they are.
Why, Creepy Percy? I don't think we want to let him know. That's plans for him to steal whatever magic stuff we got on him.
No. Fuck's sake. We are a freehold. That the summer court doesn't want to listen to me because I'm not the current king is one thing. That they don't listen to my authority as a king still is another thing. But right now, Persimmon is the king. There has been nothing done yet. I agree with a certain degree of cooperation, and as I said, playing it blunt might just work with those 2. But there are 2 possibilities. They leave and nothing happens, or they come back with more. And we need to be fucking sure of that gamble. And in the meantime, all of this affair must be fucking teamwork.
Well, that's why I'm here. I just don't want Percy to get his hands on them right away.
Well, he won't get his hands. Whatever he's doing, he's locked up in Orange as usual. And as always, I'm the grunt that's running around gathering information and doing things for everyone.
You never wanted that title, did you?
No. Never did.
Well, why'd you say yes?
Because someone fucking has to. And in the meantime, look, we can talk about her as much as you want, but right now that's not the point.
Well, then we're gonna go blunt with them. They know where we are, they know where we work, they know where we live. So here's what I'm suggesting.
I
We'll either
can,
take a gamble. Go ahead. Sorry.
I
Speak.
can, if we want to play that out bluntly, I can make sure that that discussion goes swimmingly. Whatever happens after is another matter altogether.
We're not in their heads yet, but nothing stops us from dreaming. We could actually go see what they're doing right now, what they're thinking right now.
I want to tail them and know where they are and get as much information as I want about them. That, whatever we decide to do, is just the wise move.
What, Casey? Let's dreamscape tonight.
If they have, while I would agree with you, if they had a cold iron chain, who knows what they have that could protect their dreams? It is a very vulnerable point of attack.
It is.
Also, going into someone's dream that you don't know where they are and you don't know much about them is next to impossible.
We do know where they are.
They all
Amelia
have them
does.
COVID.
Amelia didn't say anything.
Oh,
Yeah. She's in
Okay.
shock. She didn't say anything.
very fair.
Like, for the moment, it would be next to impossible to do it.
Look, I want to tail them and I want to gather as much information as I can. Search their car, search their rooms. If they ever fall unconscious, search their phones. I don't know. I'm
Well, they said
with
they'd
you.
keep in touch. They said they'd keep in touch with me. Or I can give you a call whenever they call me back.
From what we know, they're hunters. That's bad news, however way you cut it. They say they're after Liam and those that took him. Look, if they really are hunters, maybe they can understand the supernatural aspect of it. But that don't make them like us. I know I'm confused, but this is like 1 in the morning and my 10th cup of coffee today.
I just came to give you a heads up. Tell you what I did. I trusted you with that bridge thing. I was just hoping you'd trust us with this thing. I think we should go blunt.
Look,
We should get a meeting with them. Maybe the 4 or 5 of us.
yeah, I want to be there.
I'd like that.
Yeah, pretty sure I can work something out. I know pledges pretty well.
Alright. How about tomorrow at noon? Pretty sure we can gather everyone. Do you work?
Yeah.
I do, but I'm sure that they'll meet us whenever and wherever.
You got lunch break?
Let's not do that on a lunch break. Let's do that.
Like,
after my shift.
you work a day shift, so if you want to do something, you could do it.
I work the day
later.
shift tomorrow. I'll be fine.
Alright, then let's meet up with them during supper.
Yeah.
I'll text them. I'll just send the number and I'll write to Daddy, just text and say Barley Query, 18 o'clock tomorrow.
Yes, friendly grounds is a good idea.
You don't get an answer because it's 1 in the morning.
Yeah, it's fair.
They're probably spanking each other, I guess.
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Officer
Oh,
Sticks
Lord.
and Stones.
Alright then, I'll leave you with Lint.
Pull my collar. Oh.
Can we go to Serena and to the ESC?
Yep, I think that'll finish with a good luck, Casey, and I'll be on my way.
Sorry if I've been rude. It's been an especially long and painful day.
It's been a painful couple of weeks since everyone's here. Well, you know what? I think it'll just make the bulwark stronger. And then he rolls his eyes and walks away.
Thaddeus?
I guess Serena's not like it's fairly noticeable that Serena's not going back to the
No, she seems to be heading towards another place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thaddeus is Thaddeus is gonna look at Serena, just go, so I reckon you're not going back to the church, are you?
I don't want Leon to be found with the people who made her escape. And I need a moment to myself, yes. She's home, she's safe, that's all I needed to know. And I need her to breathe. No, I'm not going home.
Do you have a place in mind?
See, actually, I just need to get there. Yeah.
I'm going back to the apartment that I currently have with Stacy. But if you want, I'd gladly leave you the keys to the other place. It's a bit empty, but it'll give you a place where you'll be safe for a while and no one will bother you if you want it. Listen, you don't even have... Here, just take the keys, and whether you go or not, give me back the keys in a few days and I'll be fine. I'm not gonna go check on it.
Is that the only key?
I think Stacia has one as well, but we're not gonna go, as said.
Gracias. I don't think I'll be gone, but yeah, gracias.
Well, if you need it, it's there. Why did you come to me?
Don't take it well, but I've had already called Casey and Nicholas and nothing was happening. And I don't think that Joshua would have been of any help, and I didn't want to bother my Reinas or... don't take it personal. I just needed help, and no one was available.
I suppose so, yes.
So I reckon at this point you should be turning right to get to your new apartment.
Yes. Have a good evening.
Have a good night.
And he's not gonna answer anything and just leave.
And where was Serena going?
To the frog pound.
What?
The frog pound.
Okay.
You know that it's not a luxury condo apartment. It's a lake.
It's a pond.
I know. I know.
So you go to the frog pond. It's a pond. And you can hear frogs croaking
No way.
in the night. It is peaceful, a peaceful haven in Boston. Probably a welcome respite in your very busy day. But otherwise, everything is normal. For the best.
So she's gonna walk around the pond for a while, trying to calm her mind and debating whether she should be upset because she broke the rules and made her friend mad, or whether she's happier about Amelia's current state. She's, well, around 2, perhaps 4 a.m. She's gonna stop walking around, gather branches, leaves, and twigs, whatever she can find, and find a tree under which to sit. And she'll start crafting little dolls out of the materials she found, and sit them around her. I'm guessing she'll make like 3, 4, and then she's just gonna start talking to them and telling them about her day and what she's thinking and what she should do. And she's gonna make them reply by talking with silly voices and such.
You play make believe with your
Did you
doll.
make a Liam?
No.
You took twigs
Well,
and leaves
with the
and you made a
materials she
Liam.
had, it doesn't look like anyone specific. But
I
it's
know.
kind of a Liam, I guess.
It's some little ones with dresses or whatever I can make out of whatever I have. And
Old
then,
habits.
yeah, old habits. And eventually she'll just pass out next to the tree and rest until the city awakes an hour or 2 later.
Yeah, because it's very cold. It is the month of November.
But she's very much used to it, so that's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And you're probably also well dressed to walk outside.
That's it.
In the morning. I need to know what the fuck you plan on doing, because you seem to have weird ass plans that I didn't think you were going to do. So please lighten me up, especially Jay.
Yes, Jay.
Well, we wanted to talk with him, so I'm just gonna talk with him during the day. I don't know. I'm at the bar. I'm having a good cup of coffee. I'm watching the sports I missed because I had to go out.
Amelia, you're feeling better. Your little panic attack from yesterday is, you're not feeling great, but you're home, you're safe, and you're happy that your friend cared enough to come and get you, even if you were only in for 24 hours.
Casey
And you
will
have
take
that tidbit of information.
What were you saying, Marie?
Hey, she takes a few seconds getting her bearing when she wake up. Something she didn't do since a few months ago. So yeah, but after that she goes, oh, that could be important. And bundle up in a blanket. She's gonna get downstairs, grab the phone, take a deep breath, and dial Casey's number.
You do.
Casey Winnes?
Hello.
How are you doing?
This is the lion. She's trying to change her voice.
Not many churches call me.
I have some information. Oh, I suck at this.
You're calling on my personal phone, it's fine.
I just wanted to make sure, okay?
You're calling on my personal phone, it's fine. I'm in my car, doing my rounds.
I remembered something.
What was it?
I saw something in their car.
Yeah.
parking ticket to an hotel.
Oh. It's good to know.
It's the damn, I closed the I had it it's okay.
It is
Purple,
the
purple motel.
No, Boston Harbor.
Boston Harbor Hotel.
That's
I
very
don't
good to
know.
know.
It might be theirs. Might just be somewhere they stopped, but I figured you were the one to tell.
Thank you. I'll look into it. How are you doing?
I don't remember much of yesterday, but from what I remember, I know you're probably very pissed off at everyone, but let's just say it might have been worse if I had woken up there with someone or not. I don't expect you to be fine now with all of this, but sorry, my phone rang. It's fine, I can take it later. I was not expecting that. So, I know you might be mad at the others for getting me out, but thank you for letting them.
Well, I'm sorry if I was keeping you in an uncomfortable position. I'm sure you understand the position I was in.
Yeah, you should. You couldn't have known anyway. So
I have my own issues with. Well, that don't matter. What matters is that you're fine, that you're safe.
you said you went to see my parents.
Talk with them. Took their deposition.
Are they okay?
They seem fine. Shaken, perhaps. Is Amelia your real name?
Yeah, it is.
I'll do my own looking in, because why you were rebuffed is, well,
I think it's about my sister, Casey. I'm I'm terrified. I don't know what happened to my sister.
Serena told me her name. I'll look into it, okay?
Thank you.
I'm taking care of things. Maybe not as fast as some would want to, but I'm taking care of things. Okay?
Thank you, Casey. I'll
Rest.
leave you to you. I'll leave you to your job.
Take rest plenty. Take the day off. Take whatever time you need, okay? If
Yeah.
you call me if you need something. I'm on the road, so I can pass by if need be.
Thanks, Casey.
Take care.
You too.
So, let's say I use that occasion to think about it and look in the police computer for Amelia McKellen and look at her criminal file because she has one.
Can I can I have a voice?
No.
Can we wait? Because I want to give this proper treatment, but seeing as it's 10 o'clock and we're going to,
Look,
slowly,
I look it up. See it,
but we'll discuss this at
and
a
we
later
just
time.
see, yeah, like the camera just faces me away from the on the other side of the screen, and we just see my face of, oh damn. And I'm going to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
up her,
you.
I'm going to look up her sister too.
That's good. And we'll talk about it later, just so we have
Yep.
room in the game to address this properly.
Yeah. So as said, we just see my face of, oh shit.
But now you got a hotel, at least.
Yep.
Do you want to
I'll-
investigate before? Do you want to just go in gung ho at night to talk with them?
I'll call Natalie. Because I would have called Serena and Thaddeus. That would have been my pleasure. But that wouldn't be on tone of me saying, what the fuck were you doing? And then say, so, how are you feeling about some breaking and entering this time?
All right.
So yeah, I will call Natalie and give her
Natalie
a little,
here.
Hey Nat, it's Casey.
Can I do for you, my good king?
There's something delicate I need you to handle.
I am the most delicate.
That remains to be proven. But I don't know if you've heard about those two individuals, officers.
We heard about them, yeah.
Anyways, I know the hotel they're staying at. And I wonder if you could go do some digging and perhaps some breaking and entering, if you know what I mean.
Sure. But you owe me one. Is that a deal?
Sure. I won't pull rank. I'll owe you one.
No pledge is sealed.
Well, I don't
But
think
breaking
pledges...
mundane promises is still a clarity sin.
Yeah, I don't think pledges over the phone would work very
Still,
well. Anyway.
she just, still pulls your strings.
Yeah, sure. As said, I won't pull rank and I'll be nice.
I will make a Natalie check to see how it goes.
Oh, I like those.
Look, if she gets caught and thrown into prison, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sick of it.
But you owe her. You owe her, so But still, I'm gonna do a little description.
Yeah,
Natalie is in front.
The trouble with favors is that they're hard to gauge.
Yeah. Natalie, in front of the luxurious Boston Harbor Hotel. Put some lipstick on. Look at herself in a mirror to make sure that she is at the best.
Of course she is.
It's beautiful.
She walks to the counter and uses her charms, talking flirtatiously with the guy at the desk. And eventually, he blushes. It's like it's a teenager working while he's, studying. So he blushes and is a little and shuffles and does mistakes and gives her the information that she needs. And okay. She managed to go to the room. A beautiful room. Everything's a little bit upside down. Like there was a lot of activity there. And she looks around, finds a couple things, but eventually she finds papers, looks at them, and take them away. All of you. I will assume that you will meet before seeing our two friends.
Yes.
You just got off work, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
And Natalie has got what you want. And she says, like, hey, bring your friend if they're interested. I heard you were looking for trouble tonight, so maybe they want to know.
Yeah. Nick and I round up everyone and we meet at the bowling alley.
And you meet at the bowling alley, fair.
Liberty Lane.
At the Liberty Lane. By the way, this is the end of the game, just saying
Mm-hmm.
right now, in case it wasn't obvious enough.
I'm not even reacting to Natalie. That's just sad.
Yeah. So you're all sitting on one side of the table, like, benches. And she's on the other one because she's got the papers. And it looks dramatic. I mean, she places the folder in front of you all and pushes it to you. And like right now, how I picture the camera shot is just all of you squeezed together in the frame, looking down, looking at the paper, like we're seeing it as the paper. You're all watching at the paper. Your eyes widening. Somewhere else. In a cemetery. There's a woman. We don't see the tombstone, but we see the woman facing. And she's got a rock in her hand. And she's hitting the headstone. Behind her, many buildings and constructions, and she gets up. She has a very beautiful vintage dress, red-haired and little swirls, and a little hat. Behind her, 5 men in black. And we look at the tombstone, and it only reads Kelly. The next episode will be titled 1941.
Oops.
And for that very special occasion, I will ask you something because it will be very different. You will all have to make
Mutants and
a
Mastermind character
special,
sheets.
a new character sheet
Oh.
of a special agent in 1941.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
I thought you were gonna ask us to dress up. Dress up was fun. New character sheet is stressful.
What's
But-
Splat?
None.
Mortals. Okay, we're playing
Just
Mortals.
make a mortal. It's just for, it's not new characters that you're gonna play for a long time. So just throw a few ducks in there. You're an FBI agent in 1941.
Nice.
All right.
Very nice.
So male, white, and racist. Got it.
Yep.
So, this has been episode 10 of Chronicles of Twigs and Reckoning, Counterinvestigation. The music has been
The intro song was Melody X by Bonaparte, and the song that we're listening to now is Graves by Whiskey Shiver.
with
Nice.
some music by Scott Bradley from Postmodern Jukebox fame at the beginning of the game. Thank you very much for having attended our fantastic little session, and we see you next time at about the same time. In the meantime, stay safe, wear a mask, and take care.